Hello viewers, today I got a car on a tow truck. The customer was complaining that he parked the car in the night and next day he could not start it. So I have already done few work on this one. So after doing a bit of work, I decided to make a video because it was a big challenge. So what's going wrong with the car? I'm going to scan the car and see what codes are coming up because car is saying check hybrid system on the cluster. I'm going to go into the hybrid system and check the codes. So one code is high voltage system interlock circuit high, and second code is lost communication with hybrid battery pack sensor module. So what I did is I checked this plug, circuit high interlock plug. I checked the continuity on these two and on these two pins. This was good and everything was good here. I checked this whole wire. This whole wire was good. So I was thinking, because the battery voltage sensor installed here, maybe that went bad. So I changed the complete battery, but it was not the problem. Then I looked up into the circuit. The circuit was telling me there is something wrong in here. I checked the continuity here. 1, 2, 3. So this one is installed here and here. So I checked the continuity on these two pins here. These were good. So then I took off this plug. When I took this plug off, the circuit was telling me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. I have to put a wire here and body ground. This should have 14 volts here. So I could not get 14 volts here. Let me put this one back. So I replaced the power management ECU, this one I got from Wreckers. So when I put this one in, I had the same situation. Then I got feeling that there is something wrong with the wiring. So because this is a very neat and clean car, every mechanic gonna say that nothing is gonna wrong with the wiring. So I put everything back together, and whenever you're gonna change this one, you will have a immobilizer system malfunction code into the car. So I will tell you how to program this one in my video later on, but I was standing on the same situation after this. So then what I did is I pulled up the wiring diagram and I show you how I checked it. So I printed the whole hybrid system wiring diagram. As you can see, I put all the pages all together and I started looking up the system. So if you can see here, if you can see this one, this is service grip plug and this is battery voltage sensor. So I have these two codes in my car. So what I did is I followed the wire that was coming here, this point, and this wire was coming from here to this point. So what I found is the ground is common on both the voltage sensor and the service grip plug. So this was T1. This T1 shows that this is at the back of the car. So when I pulled the trim out, I show you. When I pulled this trim out, I find this piece of insulation and two wires in it chewed by some mouse. And then if you can see this one here, this is chewed by mouse as well. So this has a flap here. He ate all of the flap on the top. So there is this top flap is missing. So this one is here. He came through here and he chewed the wiring here When I fixed this wiring, because this was the ground and this is the T1 basically, so I was thinking my problem is solved, but not. This was going back into the sensor. Then I started looking up again, so I found over here. Over here, if you can see, this was chewed by the mouse, and see, this wire is naked here. This wire was chewed. So this is the problem. When I connected, put a jump here and put the plug back, my problem was solved. So now I am going to fix this all and put everything back together. As you can see, now I replaced this flapper here. See this? This was eaten by mouse and these were broken as well. So over here, if you can see in the pictures, these sitting here on this place. So I replaced these wires. And over here, if you can see, if I remove this plug, one wire was eaten by the mouse and the second was little bit damaged, so I replaced both of them, put the proper insulation and the tape, and I put this one back here. And one more thing I want to tell you is the ground that is coming from interlock switch, or you can say service grip plug, and the voltage sensor that goes here, both has a common ground that goes from here, comes here, and then goes back and comes here. So the ground wire was broken on this side, and this is the oscillator plug that is going back over here under the bumper bar. So I took the bumper bar out, I changed this one and done the wiring properly soldering, and now I'm going to put the insulation and put the tape on it, and rest I'm going to put everything back together. Just put the tape around the wires and then I'm going to put the insulation on it. Now I'm going to slide the insulation on the top. Okay, now I'm going to put this trim back in. Before I removed it, was not sure that that's a very big job and very interesting job. So now I'm going to show you how to put this trim back. Just slide it in. So this has 3 clips. I put it on. I'm going to slide this one back in here. So just push this in here. That is sitting properly now. Now I'm going to put the back cover. Slide this one in. That's gonna go under the plastic. And now I am going to put this cover in first. If you can see 1, 2, 3, and 4, these gonna go in these holes. That's it. And now I'm going to put the clips on. The first gonna go here. The second gonna go here. Third gonna go here. Fourth is going here. And fifth one is gonna go here. And the main clip for the trim is gonna go this one. How to remove this one is just press it in. If you can see, the legs goes inside when you press it in. Just put it here and press it. That's it. That's on. Finally, I'm going to lock this battery terminal that I was using to diagnose the circuit. Finally, the battery cover is on, and now I am going to put the things from inside. So now I am putting everything back together. I replaced this one to see if that solves my problem. This was a hybrid vehicle power control module that controls the power of the each module that comes here, and then this authorized to start the car. But this was good, so I put this one back in. I checked the fuse, that's why I removed this. So everything was good here. So this one is going here. As you can see, these clips gonna go here and here. Just put it there, and now this has 3 screws. One is gonna go here. That's all good. And now I'm going to put this cover back on. That's the relay for the inner lights. So I'm going to put the plug on. That will let the cabin lights on, as you can see on the top. This I'm going to put in the holes on the front and clip it in. That's it. So the car is assembled. Final check on these things. Everything is back in there properly. Coolant level is full. So everything is good here. I'm going to close the bonnet. That's it. Thank you very much for watching.